We come now to Mishnah Masechet Zevachim, Perek Yud Daled Mishna Zayin. In Mishnah Vav, we learned about the laws when the Mishkan was located in Shiloh. Now, early in Sefer Shmuel, the Mishkan in Shiloh is destroyed. This is the battle where Eli's sons, Chofni and Pinchas, are killed. The Aron is captured. And from that point, the Mishkan moves first to the city of Nov, where later on in Sefer Shmuel, Perek Chaf Bet, David HaMelech hides out from Shaul, and Shaul has the city of Nov, the inhabitants, killed, all of the Kohanim there. And from there, the Mishkan moves to the city of Givon. So our Mishnah tells us, Ba'u lenov ula Givon, hutru habamot, that when the Mishkan came to Nov and Givon, the bamot, these personal mizbechot, were allowed, and therefore you could offer a korban in your backyard if you wanted to. Now, just to locate Nov and Givon on the map, so the red arrow that just popped up takes us to Givon, and you see it's just northwest of Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim being that big black dot. Nov is not on the map. Nov would be just outside of Yerushalayim to the east. Okay, and then we are told in the Mishnah, Kodshei Kodashim ne'echalim lifnim min haklaim. So the holier korbanot were eaten within the curtains, and let's refresh ourselves. Here's the model of the Mishkan, and these white curtains around the outside form the courtyard. When the Mishnah says Kodshei Kodashim can be eaten within the curtains, that means they can be eaten somewhere within the courtyard of the Mishkan, the area that surrounded the Mishkan that was within the curtains. And Kodashei Kalim B'chol Arei Yisrael. The lighter korbanot, the not as holy korbanot, could be eaten anywhere within the cities of Israel, and you could, once you can bring a korban on a bama, so you could eat the korban right then and there. And again, to get a bit of a real-life view of where these cities are, here we have a map, a Google map of Eretz Yisrael. And you see as we come in a little bit, there's Yerushalayim, there's Givon, right there to the north and a little bit west of Yerushalayim. We'll come in a little bit, get a little better look at that. And you see there's Nov here located right above Yerushalayim, not exactly east of it, kind of northeast of it. And you see how the Mishkan would have gone from Nov over here to Givon over here, and ultimately it's going to come down here to Yerushalayim. And as a reminder, once again, here's our chart of most animal korbanot. The ones that are in the light blue are what we call Kodshei Kodashim, the holier korbanot. It involves all types of korban ola in the rightmost column. It involves all korbanot chatat, korbanot you'd bring for a sin, either communally or individually in the second column. All korbanot asham, which are very specific cases, which we will learn about a little bit later on. And one type of korban shlamim called the korban shtei alechem that was brought on Shavuot. That was a communal korban. And then in orange we have all the other types of korban shlamim, which were all brought by an individual. So they are the kodshei kalim. And again, all of the ones in blue, the kodshei kodashim, had to be eaten within the curtains of the Beit HaMikdash, except the korban ola, which of course were not eaten at all. And any of the kodshei kalim, the korbanot shlamim of an individual, could be eaten anywhere in Arei Yisrael during this time period. If you brought a korban on a bama and you lived somewhere up north, you could eat the meat right then and there in your backyard or in your town or wherever.